Annastasia Kaessner. I'm here at 21st Yoga in Salt Lake City. I'll be teaching a Forrest Yoga class that's accessible to all levels. So I'll be giving modifications throughout. If you're pregnant, I'll give you specific things to do. But really and ultimately, this is your practice. So please, please, please modify, change it up, listen to your body, especially since you're watching this online. Do what feels right to you. This is your chance to experiment and have fun. So I'm a guide, but listen to yourself. With that in mind, we'll need a few props today. You'll need something like a rolled up mat. So I rolled up the mat, folded it into thirds, duct taped it, super fancy Forrest Yoga prop. You could also use a block. You can also use a beach towel and roll it up and rubber band it. I've also used pillows when I'm staying at hotels and funky things like that. So really you just need something that's squeezable. The other prop that you'll need today for our practice is a blanket or a towel, something that can slide on the ground. If there's anything else that makes your practice more comfortable, make sure you have that as well. Let's get going. So find a comfortable seat here on your mat. And close your eyes. Begin with your breath, inhaling through the nose, filling yourself up as much as you can, and then balancing that inhale with an equally strong, intentional exhale out the nose, emptying yourself out. We're taking these first few moments to really tap into your breath. And then begin to use that breath to navigate through your physical body. So notice what's present for you in this moment. Does your body feel alive, awake, receptive? Or sometimes the body feels closed down, constrained, darker. So just notice what's present for you, what you're holding in this moment. There's no judgment here. It's simply an observation of what is present. And keep all of that going, all that deep, intentional breath going. And we'll set this intention, this collective intention of being super curious and maybe taking it a little bit further and breaking the rules. Breaking those constructs that we hold as truth, even though we've never tested them. So really working with experimenting today, using curiosity, using our own bodies, our own awareness to break some of those rules and get a little playful. So take a few more breaths, just letting that sink in, allowing that to integrate into your body here. And then if there's something else that's arising, something else that brought you to your mat today, let that be part of your practice as well. Your next inhale, slowly open your eyes. And we're going to start our practice today with Nadi Shodhana, which is a pranayama, alternate nostril breathing. So if you are pregnant, you are not going to hold the breath. And it'll make sense in a moment. Everyone else, you get to do all 4 parts of this with me. So take your right hand, you'll fold under that pointer finger and that middle finger. So watch first and then we'll do it together. You'll close off the right nostril, inhaling through the left for a count of 5. Hold both closed for a count of 5. Exhale through the right for a count of 5. Inhale through the right for a count of 5. Hold both closed for a count of 5. Exhale through left for a count of 5. So we'll do this 4 rounds. We'll switch hands halfway through, and same position with this left hand. You can also bring your fingers to the forehead if you want that connection to your 6th chakra, that third eye. So that's an option as well. So I'll instruct 5 counts. If you've done this before, you want to lengthen out the breath or you need a little bit shorter, go ahead and do that. Just make sure every part of the breath is even as we're moving through this. All right, pick up the right hand. Exhale all the air out. Close off the right nostril. Inhale through the left for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold both closed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold both closed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale left for 5. Hold both closed. 5. Exhale right. 5. Inhale right. 5. Hold both closed. 5. Exhale left. 5. Switch hands. Inhale left. Hold both closed. Exhale right. Inhale right. Hold both closed. Exhale left. Last round on your own. Once you've completed that 4th round, rest your hands in your laps. Close your eyes, shift back to that Ujjayi breath, and just observe for a moment. And keeping in line with that intention of breaking the rules, which makes me smile, of curiosity, start to move around here. So any way that feels good is the right way to move in this moment. Maybe it's rolling the neck, they're pretty small movements, opening and closing the jaw. Maybe it's rolling the shoulders and the wrists or side to side. Just get curious here, experimenting. Feeling into all these different parts of our body, knowing that we tend to hold emotion, we tend to hold experiences stuck in our body. So just start to move and shift, maybe shifting and moving some of those. 2 more breaths here. And then opening your eyes, if they aren't already, we'll set up for a half lotus spinal twist. So right leg stays rooted, left leg comes on top. Now if this doesn't work for your body this morning, or whatever you're taking this class, stay in a cross-legged position. You can also stay up on your prop. If half lotus is not painful and you're not pushing it, come into it. You'll reach this left arm back behind you. If it's accessible, grab hold of the foot. You can also use a strap or a belt around the foot. You can also tuck the hand into your pant line for that. Inhale, lengthen up. If you're not in the cross-legged, tuck your hand into the pant. Exhale, right hand crosses over to outer edge of left thigh. Inhale, lengthen up to the spine a little more. Exhale, draw navel in towards spine. Guide your way deeper into the twist. Close your eyes, connect to that Ujjayi breath. Softening shoulders away from your ears. Lifting through the chest, breathing into the heart. A few more breaths. Soften where you can here. Inhale, unwind. If you have this bind, keep it. Extend the right leg forward. If you don't have the bind, this left foot comes to the inside of the right thigh. You can always add a prop under the knee. Inhale, extend either the right arm or both arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold over this right leg. And go to that first place of resistance. So touching your toes is not necessary. In fact, that's the most common thing I hear about people when they decide they can't do yoga. They say, oh, I can't touch my toes, I can't do yoga. And that just cracks me up. Because the whole goal of yoga is to start feeling and tapping into your body. It doesn't matter how deep you can go. It's all about this game, this curiosity, this getting more aware of your body. Take 2 more breaths here. Inhale, rise up out of the fold, release the bind, and we'll switch legs. So right leg comes on top for this half lotus or in front for that cross-legged version. Right hand comes back behind you, either grabbing the foot, your strap, or your pants. And then left hand crosses over to outer edge of right thigh. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, use your core, use your breath to deepen into this twist. And you're not torquing the body here. You're simply letting the breath guide you. Head in line with the rest of the spine. Close your eyes. And then notice where you're holding tension. My tension's held in my shoulders, my jaw, softening through there. Inhale, release the twist, keep the bind if you have it. Left leg extends forward, and it's pretty normal that one side is easier than the other. Inhale, one or both arms reach up. Exhale, fold over this left thigh. And maybe your fold is just a tilt forward, that's completely fine. Maybe your fold is all the way over the leg and you feel this heel just digging into your belly, getting out some of the junk that gets stuck there. If you are pregnant, make sure you're not putting pressure on the belly. 2 more breaths. See if you can soften a little bit, even if there's discomfort. Inhale to come up out of the fold. So unwind. Shake out the legs, roll out the shoulders. Moving into core work. So if you are pregnant, you're going to come to hands and knees. You're going to work with cat-cow, that basic inhale, exhale. Once you do that for about 5 to 10 rounds, so you're going to work with more of a core strengthening. Right arm comes forward, left leg back. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, re-extend, working with that. And then you can do a zigzag hold. Come back down, take a child's pose, and keep that on repeat while we're doing some core work. So everyone else, make your way down onto your back. Grab hold of your prop. Place it in between your thighs, snug up towards the pubic bone. Extend the legs straight up towards the ceiling. This is pulling on your hamstrings, your back, or your joints. Bend your knees. Activate the feet so the toes spread wide. Interlace your hands behind your head. Just basic abs with a prop. Take a deep breath in. Hold that breath in. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone up. Squeeze around your prop. Exhale. Lift head and shoulders. Squeeze your prop a little more. Pull low belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Hold full. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone. squeeze. Exhale, lift head and shoulders. Shoulder blades come up. Squeeze a little more. Pull low belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Hold full. Press mid back into mat. Curl tailbone. Squeeze. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Shoulder blades lift. Squeeze a little more. Draw belly down. Inhale, relax head and shoulders. Hold the breath. Press mid back into mat. Curl tailbone. Squeeze. Exhale, lift head and shoulders. Shoulder blades come up. Squeeze a little more. Draw belly down. Tuck a little more. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Hold full. Press mid back into mat. Curl tailbone. Squeeze. Exhale, lift head and shoulders. Shoulder blades come up. Squeeze that second time. Pull belly down. Tuck a little more. Inhale, relax head and shoulders. We're going to do 3 more rounds here. Stay with me. This is not the time to break the rules. I'm going to make myself crack up. Hopefully you guys find it somewhat entertaining. All right, take a deep breath in. Hold full. Press mid back into mat. Curl tailbone. Squeeze. Exhale, lift head and shoulders. Shoulder blades lift. Squeeze a little more. Pull belly down. Tuck a little more. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Hold full. Press mid back into mat. Curl tailbone. Squeeze. Exhale, lift head and shoulders. Shoulder blades lift. Squeeze a little more. Pull belly down. Tuck a little more. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Last one here. Hold full. Press mid back into mat. Curl tailbone. Squeeze. Exhale, lift head and shoulders. Shoulder blades come up. Squeeze a little more. Pull belly down. Tuck a little more. And inhale, release. Set your prop aside lovingly. And then soles of your feet come together. Supta Baddha Konasana. If it feels okay, reach the arms overhead and just stretch yourself out. Breathe here from fingertips all the way down to the chest. Let that breath expand into the belly and the hips. Exhale, release arms by your sides, hands to the outer thighs, help your knees back together. Moving into 2 rounds of Death Star. So that's it. Super quick, super easy. Well, not super easy. Knees stacked over your hips. Bend at about 90-degree angles. Reinterlace your hands behind your head. And then switch the fingers over so you're clasping in your non-habitual way. Take a deep breath in. On exhale, lift head and shoulders. Relax your head into your hands. Deep breath in here. Hold full. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows towards the left thigh. Reach right leg straight up towards the ceiling. Pull belly down. I'm going to turn a little so you can see. Inhale, place the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Press foot into thigh, thigh back into foot. Exhale, reach torso higher. Reach legs higher, draw belly down. And keep your hands on the feet if needed. Inhale, come back through center. Hold the breath. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Press up through left leg, pull belly down. Inhale, right foot to inner left thigh, press. Exhale, reach torso higher, reach legs higher, draw belly down. Back through center, hold full. Press mid back to the mat. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows to left leg. Press up through right foot, pull belly down. Inhale, left foot to inner thigh, press. Exhale, torso lifts higher, legs lift higher, pull low belly down. Inhale through center, hold the breath. Press mid back into mat. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Reach up through left leg, pull belly down. Inhale, right foot to inner left thigh, press. Exhale, reach torso higher, reach legs higher, pull belly down. And release. Setting up for bridge pose. So you're welcome to use a prop here if you'd like. Either placing that under the hips or in between the thighs. Knees stack over the heels, feet about hip width apart. Arms are heavy. Inhale, peel your spine away from the mat, lifting into bridge. Fire up to the legs, lift up to the hips, breathe here. Really expanding back into all those areas that were contracted, that were tight. Give them an opportunity to open up. Creating flexibility around the abs. Close your eyes here. Get curious. If you would like an additional challenge, walk your feet a little bit closer together. Keep the left foot rooted. Inhale, extend the right leg straight up to the sky. Press down to the left side to reach up to the right toes. Really activate through the core, specifically the back body. Lengthen up, spread toes. Reach down, root, or reach up, root down. Take one more inhale. Exhale, lower the right foot down, switching sides. Try to keep the hips even while you're moving into this. And it is quite challenging, but that's the goal. Right foot stays rooted. Inhale, left leg lifts up to the sky. Spread through the toes. Breathe here, lifting through the hips. And then exhale, lower that left foot down. Last breath in, opening and lifting through the heart and the belly. And then exhale, tuck tailbone. Slowly roll the upper, middle, and lower spine back to the mat. From here, release the back body. Maybe hugging knees into chest, get a little rocking side to side. Roll over onto your side. Make your way up to a seat. Head comes up last. All right. Coming forward into your dolphin pose. Those of you that know dolphin, go ahead, hop right into it. You don't need to wait for me to set you up. Those of you newer to dolphin, specifically set up here so that you're protecting the shoulder joints. So elbows come directly under shoulders. Forearms are parallel to one another or hands clasping at the top for additional support. Take a huge breath, spread across the upper back. Exhale, engage through the chest, firing up the muscles like you're squeezing a block in between the forearms. On your exhale, curl toes under, extend the hips up to the sky for dolphin. Knees can be bent here, focus on the hips extending towards the ceiling. Deepen that breath, let the head hang heavy up off of the mat so it's not touching the ground. Still lifting up out of the shoulders. Deep, strong breath supporting this pose. Tiptoe your toes in closer. On your next inhale, float the left leg up to the sky. So working more towards forearm balance. You're not going to do forearm balance, but you're finding that integration in the core. Start to shift the weight more into the ball of the foot, maybe even the toes, extending the hips higher, working to be perpendicular with the ground, with your torso. Exhale, lower the left foot down. Inhale, slowly flip. Reach that right leg up to the sky. Same action here. More of the weight shifts into the ball of the foot, maybe the toes, elevating the torso. Take one more inhale. Exhale, lower the right foot down. Last dolphin breath. And then exhale, ease your knees to the earth. Child's pose, embryo or puppy. If you're pregnant, make sure the belly comes in between your legs so you're not putting pressure on the baby. Find that deep, long Ujjayi breath. And tune back into that intention. That idea of curiosity, of breaking the rules, breaking the molds. Inhale, rise up to hands and knees. Few breaths here, just shifting and moving in any way that feels good to you. Could be a basic cat-cow, could be hip circles. There's no wrong way to move. I'm reading this book, You Are a Badass, or You're a Badass, and I love it. And one of the quotes in it that I'm just sticking with right now is that you're a victim of the rules you live by. So just notice that. On your exhale, curl your toes under. Lift the hips up to your version of downward facing dog. And that may be a turbo dog. Maybe your wrists are bothering you, so it's a dolphin pose. Maybe you need more of a soft practice, so it's once again on all fours, hands and knees. So just taking a few breaths here. Maybe doing the John Cottrell, walk your dog. Or walk your feet as wide as your mat, shifting hips side to side. Learn this from Katie Shifkin. It feels delicious on the outer hips. And bring your legs back to center. Take a huge breath in. Exhale, empty yourself out. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, spinal extension, that halfway lift. Exhale, fold it back in. Let's do that much again. Inhale, reach back through the sit bones. Lengthen the spine forward. Exhale to fold it in. Draw in through the belly. Start to rise up. Inhale, sweep arms overhead. Maybe a little back bend here. Exhale, hands to heart center. Close your eyes. Just take a moment. Noticing here, feeling here. Classical sounds. Inhale to extend the arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward, Utkatasana. Inhale, step left foot back, lunge. Add padding if you need. Inhale, torso rises, arms extend. Hands can be on this right thigh if you need additional support. Lift and breathe here, taking a few extra breaths to open up through the belly and the heart. Exhale, hands to mat. Step back, plank pose. Chaturanga, you can always skip this and move directly to down dog. Inhale, cobra or up dog. If you're pregnant, don't put pressure on the belly. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot comes forward, low lunge. Keep the inhale going, open up to the torso. Stay here with the exhale, maybe getting more of that moon, that crescent moon shape by lifting and opening through the torso. Exhale, hands to mat, forward fold. Draw into the belly, rise up. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, hands to heart to center. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Utkatasana. Inhale, step right foot back, lunge. Keep that inhale going, open it up. Exhale, hands to mat, step to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, step right foot forward, lunge. Lift and open. Exhale, hands to mat, forward fold. Draw into the belly, rise up. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. B series. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, sit back, Utkatasana, chair pose. Deep breath in, lift to the heart. Exhale, fold forward, Utkatasana. Inhale, spinal extension. Exhale, place the hands on the mat, step to plank, or float back, chaturanga. You can always skip the vinyasa, go directly to down dog. Otherwise, inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg extends up to the sky. Exhale, step left foot through, warrior one or crescent lunge. So either that back heel is lifted or rooted. Inhale, with your breath, rise up to standing. Stay here for an extra breath. Just feel into this first warrior. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step back, plank pose. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to down dog. Inhale, right leg floats up. Exhale, step right foot through, lunge. Crescent lunge or warrior one. Rise with that inhale. Stay here with your exhale, hips squaring towards the top of your mat. And exhale, hands to the mat, step to plank. Down dog or flow through that vinyasa, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog, shoulder blades back. Exhale to downward facing dog. Deep breath in here. Exhale all the air out, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, spinal extension. Exhale, fold it back in. Inhale, rise all the way up, lift tall. Exhale, hands to heart, center. Classical suns. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, left foot back, lunge. Lift and open, one breath, one movement. Exhale, hands to the earth, plank. Vinyasa at your own pace. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot comes forward, lunge. Lift and open. Exhale, hands to the mat, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Last classical sun. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, right foot back, low lunge. Keep the inhale going, open it up. Maybe a heart opener here. Exhale, hands to the earth, plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot comes forward. Lift and open, telescoping the ribs. Exhale, hands to mat, forward folds. Inhale, come all the way to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Last B series. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. You guys got lucky, I forgot the chair pose. Exhale, step or float your way back. Chaturanga. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg floats up and back. Without momentum, step this left foot through warrior one or crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step to plank, flowing here. Chaturanga or down dog. Moving through that vinyasa all the way back. Inhale, right leg floats up. Exhale, step it forward, warrior one or crescent lunge. Full breath to open it up. Exhale, hands to the mat, plank. Your choice, down dog or vinyasa, move with your breath. Exhale here, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, spinal extension. Exhale, fold it back in. Inhale, rise all the way up, reaching tall. Exhale, hands to heart. Close your eyes. Connect to your breath. Take a few moments in this mountain pose, just tuning in, present with your body. I'm going to take a sip of water. And slowly opening your eyes. Your inhale, reach the arms back up to the sky. Exhale, sit back into chair pose, Utkatasana. Bring the arms back behind you. Interlace the fingers or reach the fingers long if that bothers your joints. Lift up through the chest. Breathe here into the front body as you shift deeper into sensation. Stay with the breath. I know this is intense. Exhale, release the clasp. Hands come to your thighs. So if you are pregnant, you're going to work with this twisting side to side, just helping open up the low back. If you're not pregnant, you're going to work with Agni Sara. If now is part of your practice, you can do that instead. So real quick demo here. Stay in your squat because it's just doing good things to your thighs. Real quick demo, you'll exhale all the air out. Hold empty, draw belly in and up. Stay empty, press the belly out, pull it in, press it out, pull it in as many times as you can. So we're going to do 2 slow rounds, 2 fast rounds. If you're familiar with this, go at your own pace. All right, I'll show this real quick and then we'll do it together. If you ate recently, this may feel disgusting to your body. Don't do it. Just work with the twists instead. All right, here we go. Take a deep breath in. Exhale all the air out. Hold empty, draw navel towards spine. Stay empty, press the belly out, pull it in, press it out, all without breathing. Release the belly, then take an inhale. One more slow round, deep breath in. Exhale, empty yourself out. Hold empty, draw belly in and up. Press out, pull in. All right, release the belly before you inhale. 2 more rounds, go at your own pace. If you're getting the hang of it, go as fast as you can. If you're newer to this, keep it slow. Release, forward fold. So just a ragdoll pose here. Hooking hands in opposite elbow, letting the torso just hang. Agnisarya is really good for digestion, really good for low back pain. It's also a breath of fire, so it helps wake you up. So it's not just weird, and it's not just a party trick. Turn your head a little bit side to side, release to the spine. Release the arms. Inhale, spinal extension, halfway lift. Exhale, come down into your squat, turning toes out, hips come down. If this bothers your knees or your hips, sit down on a prop or sit down on your butt. We're gonna work with, yes, Brenda, inchworm. Brenda hates when I do this pose, so get ready. So what you're going to do, stay in your squat while I demo this, good hip stretch. What you're gonna do is take your blanket or your towel, whatever you have, make it relatively movable on the ground. Feet are gonna come to the prop, hands are gonna come to the mat. If you have wrist stuff, come down onto your forearms so you're like a dolphin shape. On your inhale, you're gonna scooch the legs out, coming into plank pose. Exhale, draw in through the belly, lift up to the core, feet come to the hands. So let's set up. Come out of your squat, grab your prop, hands onto the mat. We're going to do 10 rounds of this using the core. On your next inhale, legs go out. Go at your own pace, slow and controlled. Exhale, feet come together. Inhale, slow and controlled, straighten it out, plank pose. Exhale, draw it back in. Inhale, straighten out. Try to keep your legs straight as long as you can. Exhale, legs come in. Inhale, float them back out. Float is a kind word for this pose. Inhale or exhale, back together. Inhale, open it back out. 3 more, inhale together. I think that's 10. Inhale out. See, this is hard for me. I'm forgetting to count. Exhale together. Inhale out. Let's do 1 more just for good riddance. Exhale together. Inhale out. And then bring the legs back in. Forward fold once again. Inhale, roll your way up. Arms extend to the sky, little baby back bend. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Set your prop aside, that blanket or towel, whatever you're using. Unwind the mat, unfold it. And come back to the top of your mat, hands to heart center. Close your eyes. Just notice what you're feeling in your body without judgment. Inhale, float the arms back up to the sky. Exhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Inhale, lift through the heart. Exhale, fold forward, Utkatasana. Inhale, breathe the spine long, that halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Optional crow pose here, bringing the knees to the backs of the arms, gazes forward. From here, either step or hop your way back to plank pose, flowing through that vinyasa or moving directly to downward facing dog. Fingers spread wide, get that strong foundation in your down dog. And then inhale, extend the left leg up to the sky. Spread through the toes, reach this left leg long. Shift more of the weight into the ball of the right foot, so you're lifting up using your core, using your leg. And exhale, lower the right heel, knee to chest, a little Abhidha pose. Inhale, re-extend the leg. Exhale, knee to chest. Last one, inhale, re-extend. Exhale, hug your knee in, step the foot down, set the foot down in between your hands. Warrior two, inhale, rise up. So this back heel is rooted, foot is 60-ish degree angle, finding a position that doesn't bother your joints. Left leg is at a 90 degree angle or working towards it. Inhale to float the arms out. Soften through the shoulders, breathe in this warrior. One thing I love about the warrior poses in yoga is that you're completely exposed in the most strong or in the strongest way. Right, this is a warrior, and yet our heart is completely open and exposed. We're vulnerable, raw, but still strong. On your exhale, release the arms in front of you. We'll work with shoulder shrugs here. So take a deep breath in. Hold full, reach the shoulders straight up, straight back. Exhale, keep squeezing, drag the shoulder blades down the spine. Inhale into the upper back. Exhale, hug mid-shoulder blades towards spine, pull down. Inhale into the upper back. Exhale, bend elbows, draw bottom tips of shoulder blades, elbows towards spine, pull down. Release the arms, roll out the shoulders. Let's do one more round of that. Take a deep breath in. Hold full. Shoulders go straight up, straight back. Exhale, keep squeezing. Drag the shoulders down. Inhale into the upper back. Exhale, hug mid-shoulder blades towards spine, pull down. Inhale into upper back. Exhale, bend your elbows, draw bottom tips of shoulder blades, elbows towards spine, drag it all down. Release the arms, roll out the shoulders. Inhale to float the arms back up, kite hawk. On your inhale, flip the palms to the sky. You're going to lead with the thumbs here. Exhale, start to rotate through the arms, shoulder blades lift, torso rolls just a little bit. And inhale, open it back up, thumbs lead, shoulder blades down. Again, exhale, roll it over, slow and controlled. Inhale, open it back up. Draw shoulder blades down, lift to the heart. Last round here. Exhale, rotate the palms, lower it down. Inhale, come back up. Archer. Inhale, left arm reaches up to the sky. You can start here with right hand on the left elbow. Or take this right hand, wrap it behind your back. Clasp hands or a strap or clothing. Inhale, lift up through the chest. Exhale, soften through the shoulders. This can be where you stay. If you want to add a reverse warrior, you can start to lean back without compromising through the shoulders. 2 more breaths. Inhale, rise back upright. Re-extend the arms into extended warrior variation. Left forearm comes down to left thigh. Right arm wraps behind the back, grabbing hold of the inside of the thigh, or once again tucking hand and pant line. Keel open through the chest. Allow the head to hang heavy. Breathe into the neck, washing some of that tension out of the jaw, those little muscles, the sternocleidomastoid. For the last few breaths here, if you want to come into that bind, left hand comes down, clasp the hands behind the left leg, still opening through that right shoulder. All right, 2 options for this next pose. Option 1, triangle pose, so you'll simply straighten out the left leg, extend the right arm to the sky. Option 2 is Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. So the weight shifts into the left leg for this option. Right leg extends, right arm extends. So very similar positioning, just a little bit different in how we execute. Lift and open through the heart, spread through the toes. Find breath in this pose. Exhale, lower the right hand down. Everybody hug the right knee into your chest. Maybe a little Shiva squat here by bending the left knee. Inhale either into standing splits, also known as vertical splits, or a basic forward fold. So if this is too much, step the right foot in to meet the left, basic forward fold. Otherwise, keep that right leg extending up to the sky, folding over the left thigh, spreading through toes here, hugging the chest towards the left leg, getting a lot of action here. If you are in this vertical splits and you'd like to play around with a handstand hop, walk the hands in front of the left toes. On your exhale, see if you can execute a little air time, shifting the weight into your hands. You want to keep the shoulders over the wrists and getting a moment of hopping up. Your exhale, step the right foot to the back of the mat. We'll finish this side with a twist. Back knee can always come down for support. Right hand on the earth. Inhale, left arm opens up to the sky. This right hand can also be on a block. You can also take a deeper twist if that's calling to you in this moment. Wherever you are though, find that breath. If you're pregnant, no pressure on the belly. Exhale, lower the left hand down. Step the left foot back, plank pose. Your choice, vinyasa or directly to down dog. Move with your breath. You can also add extra push-ups here if you need. From downward facing dog, take a deep breath in. Exhale out the mouth. One more like that, deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale to slowly extend right leg up and back. Spread through the toes, reach that leg long, and then balance that by really pressing into the earth with your hand. Once again, getting that core strength. Shift more of the weight into the ball of the foot. See if the leg will lift higher. Exhale, knee to chest, a little Abhidha pose. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, step right foot through, setting up for warrior two. I'm going to spin around so you can see me. Rising up with that inhale. All right. So, coming back into that warrior two, this time, right knee is bent 90-degree angle, left foot rooting down, arms extending out, finding that stability, that strength. This time, working with bird wings. So release the arms down in front of you. Hook the elbows into your rib cage, and this is key. So if your elbows are out by the sides, you may need to hook the elbows into the rib cage, bringing them a little bit forward. Keep the elbows hooked, pressing into the ribs the whole time, palms open. Inhale, squeeze the elbows into the ribs, start to slowly open up through the hands. Inhale, back together. Exhale, open it up. Inhale, back together. Keep the elbows squeezing. This is really good for the rotator cuff. Inhale, open back up. Exhale, back together. Two more. Open it up. Moving with breath. Back together. If you're not feeling it, keep the elbows squeezing into the ribs. Slow and controlled. Last one here. Bring it back in. We'll roll out the shoulders. Moving into an unlocking of the shoulders. We're going to do 3 rounds here. So starting with the right arm, elbow up in line with the shoulder. Take a deep breath in, 90-degree angle here. Lift the shoulder up, draw it all the way back, scoop through the chest, and then fire up these chest muscles. The infraspinatus is firing up both the inside and outside of the armpit. Press the left hand into the right. Feel that engagement through the chest. Take a breath there. Left arm. Pick up the left, Bend the elbow in line with the shoulders. You've got this 90-degree angle. Take a deep breath in, lift the shoulder high. Exhale, scoop through the elbow. Fire up through the muscles. Check in with your armpit. Inhale, right hand to the elbows. Press hand into elbow, elbow into hand. And release. Last one here. Both arms come up. Elbows in line with the shoulders. On exhale, squeeze the elbows towards one another. Open up to the hands like you're squeezing a balloon with the elbows, holding a watermelon with the palms of your hands. And release. Roll out the shoulders. Arch your warrior two. Inhale. Right arm reaches up. You can get that left hand to help coax the arm further down the back. Left arm wraps behind your back, clasping hands, clothing, strap, whatever you can do here. Option, reverse your warrior. Let the shoulders soften, saturate this area with oxygen. Inhale, unwind, come back up. Exhale into extended warrior variation. Right forearm down, left arm behind the back, grabbing hold of the inner thigh or tucking into clothing. Peel open through the left shoulder. Let the head hang. For the last few breaths here, you can transition into that bind. Maybe it feels delicious to stay in the next stretch. Do that. All right, here's the choose your own path part. So either triangle pose or Ardha Chandrasana. With your inhale, move in to your pose. Feel for strength wherever you are, really pressing into the earth, reaching up to the sky. So you're getting this space in the body and then filling that all up with breath. Last inhale here, expansive. Exhale, lower the left hand down. Hug the left knee into your chest, optional Shiva squat. Inhale, either vertical splits, reaching that left leg up to the sky, or if you need something a little softer, step the left foot in to meet the right, basic forward fold. Spread through the toes here, reach down, reach up. Active through arms, active through legs. There's a lot happening in this pose. For the last few breaths here, maybe playing around with those handstand hops. Seeing if you can get a moment or two of air time. Step the left foot to the back of your mat, twisty lunge. Your version here mirroring more or less the other side. Inhale, open the right arm up to the sky. Keep your legs strong here. Feel for space. Exhale, lower the right hand down, step back to plank pose. Flow through your vinyasa. Exhale, back downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, spinal extension. Exhale, fold it back in. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, arms reach. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, so one last thing before we complete our practice. If you have a wall available, move to your wall. If you don't have a wall available, you get to work with more of those inchworms. So 10 more rounds of inchworms if you don't have a wall. You know, that sounds totally cruel. If you do have a wall, you're going to shift your mat to the wall. We're going to set up for a handstand prep or a forearm balance prep, and you get to choose which version you'd like. So we'll set up together, hips against the baseboard. Measure where your heels are. That's your key here. Wherever your heels are, if you're working with the handstand version, the palms of your hands, the backs of the wrists is going to come right beyond where the heels were. If you're working with the forearm version, bring your elbows down to where the heels were. Hands about shoulder width apart or forearms shoulder width apart. Tuck your toes under. You're going to press up into the shortened down dog or shortened dolphin pose.
Use your core, bend the knees, step your feet up hip height. Resist the temptation to bring your legs high. Everyone wants to do that. Don't do that. Feet hip height, knees stay bent, press the chest towards the wall. Then start to straighten out the legs, keep the chest pressing towards the wall. You may hold this for 2 breaths, maybe 10. If you want more, extend one leg up to the sky, focus on the balance. If you've still got more in you, bring the left foot back to the wall, or whatever foot it is. Extend the opposite leg up to the sky. You can come in and out of this as many times as you need. And then bring both feet back to the wall. Stay here if you've still got a little more. 3 more breaths. Keep the breath going. Keep the core strong. And then step your feet down to the ground all the way to your knees. All right, we're gonna go one more time upside down. So either you get 3 more of those inchworms, you're gonna get your core ridiculously strong. Or you can do what we just did, doing that L-shape down dog or L-shape forearm balance. Or you get to play with full handstand. So you can do this in the center of the room as well. I recommend having an exit hand that you're gonna lead with if you start to tip over. Otherwise, take that L-shape once again, anywhere between 2 and 10 breaths, or turn towards the wall. Practice on kicking up with your exhale, holding your handstand for anywhere between 2 and 10 breaths. So you're on your own, about 10 breaths total, playing with kicking up here. Maybe if you're working with handstand or forearm balance, working with coming away from the wall. Using that exhale, that core strength to support you. And then once you feel done with that, be done. Make your way all the way down onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Just getting a few props to complete the practice. Hug your knees into your chest. Release the back body, rocking a little bit side to side. Move into your happy baby pose. Grab hold of the soles of the feet or the big toes. Breathe into the back body, the hips. Let's come into a figure 4 hip stretch. So crossing the left ankle over the right thigh. Keep the foot flexed. Start to draw the right knee in. Press the left leg away, just so you feel that stretch. If this is pretty intense, keep the right foot on the ground. If you don't feel much, hug the leg in closer. And then switch sides, right ankle over left thigh. Just bringing your breath back down to that long, slow Ujjayi breath. Release out of that. If there's any more movement or poses that you need, please take those. Complete your practice in the way that feels best to you today. If you're ready, you can shift into Shavasana. So your Shavasana can be that basic Shavasana, laying on your back, arms by your sides, legs softly separated. You can also come into a seated meditation position. You can lay on your side. I recommend that if you are pregnant. You can work with legs up the wall if your low back is bothering you. That Viparita Karani is a really great stance for low back pain. So find a pose that supports you here. Close your eyes and just let yourself relax. Your body be heavy, body be held by the earth. letting go and surrendering for these last few moments. If you need more time in Shavasana, please stay as long as your body is asking. Otherwise, start to bring awareness back into the body, wiggling through fingers and toes. And slowly make your way over to one side, fetal position. And press your way up to a seat. Inhale to float the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Just take a moment sitting with this idea, this quote that you are the victim of the rules you live by. And choose to break the rules that no longer serve you, that aren't your truth. Take a moment to dedicate your practice. Goodness in me bows to the goodness in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions, let me know. Please leave a comment. Feel free to donate. We're doing this on behalf of the studio, so feel free to donate at 21st Yoga. There's a link in the post. And please watch for other videos. We've got awesome Facebook Live classes. You can access all of these on our YouTube channel. And also follow us on 21st Yoga on Instagram. Thank you so very much. Again, share with everybody. Let us know if you need anything. Have a fabulous day.